YouTube gang, what's going on, bro? Glad you made your way to my channel, bro. My first video. I'm Jeremiya Mitchell, otherwise known as Making Mitch. I usually on social media posting about my trade and shit. I done made my way over here. I done had a lot of people hit me up asking me to make a video breaking down futures, because most of the people on here are talking absolute nonsense. So I'm here to make it simple and just give it to you straight up. No cap. Let's get it. Off the top, what are futures? So futures are financial contracts where a buyer and a seller agrees to buy or sell an asset at a certain price on a later date. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of similar to options, but it's a little different. So whereas options would deal with, usually just a stock of a certain company, future assets can range from anywhere from commodities like oils to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, indices like the S&P and Nasdaq. This is virtually endless. Anything that you can think of is almost tradable in the futures market. The difference is when an option becomes worthless expiration, a futures contract is an obligation for buyers to buy or for sellers to sell and deliver said asset. I hope that didn't go over your head because that's literally the simplest I can break it down. If you know what I'm saying, if that was too fast for you, just rewind it. It makes sense, bro. Why trade futures? There's plenty of reasons, but I'm just gonna give you a few of mine. First off, the leverage. So it's hold on, man. I'm bringing it up right now. It's better. Sorry about that. So leverage. Establishing equity in a margin account, would probably cost you anywhere from 40 to 50% of the full value of that asset. With futures, you're looking at maybe 3 to 8%, just depending on what you're trading. So that's one of my main reasons, and that's huge just by itself. That's reason enough right there. But if you still need more convincing, the diversification, like I was mentioning earlier, there's pretty much every asset in the world. I don't think that there's a market wider than the futures, other than the black. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're looking for is here. You feel me? Tax benefits. I'm not gonna get into that, but you can read that little bullet I put right there. Uh, for the beginner investor, you're probably not gonna think this is a big deal, taxes, but as somebody who's been an entrepreneur since I was 18, bro, taxes always come back to get you. You want to pay as little as those bitches as you can. You feel me? You want to keep your money away from Uncle Sam, bro. He never gives it back. He's that bum uncle, always asking to borrow money, but never, paying it back. So, who's trading in the futures market? And I mean, everybody, bro. Not everybody, but if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Individual traders like myself and you. Hopefully, if this video hits you right in, you take action. People like individual traders or what they call speculators. Speculators are people who hope to gain profit by expressing their opinion on where the market is headed. You know what I'm saying? So for example, if I thought oil was going up, I would buy in oil, and once oil rose in price, I would be making a profit. Not rocket science, is pretty basic math. So not just us, speculating. There are actually people who have interest in these commodities. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, a farmer might sell his corn harvest before it's even here. He might sell the contract. Excuse me. He might sell a contract to his corn harvest before it's even ready. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and lock in price, because who knows what if it's an overflux and corn prices drop, and since he's already hedged against that, he's pretty much taking risk away from himself. You know what I'm saying? That's what investing is about. It's not just, gaining capital, it's managing risk as well. So keep that in mind too. How much money is in the futures market? Man, big banks like Citi, Goldman Sachs, and Macquarie have brought in 20 billion this year alone. 20 billion this year alone. I say that to say this: the pie is huge. We don't need all of it. We just want a little bitty Thanksgiving slice. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to become billionaires overnight. Nobody's, hopefully, realistically, nobody's looking for that. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice, but this isn't the lottery we're talking about here. We're talking about real shit. You know, so we don't need the 20 B's. We just want a few 100,000 every year. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. So as far as the asset, each one has different tick values. So it's hard to, like, it's impossible to put a value on what the market is because each instrument, each asset has its own value. For example, the ES, that's the S&P 500. ES is the abbreviation for it. Every time the ES moves up, I'm talking about even a little bit, that's $12.50. So four of those moves equal a point in either direction. Every point for the ES is $50. So if you traded two contracts and made 1 point, that's $100 off of a 1 point move. Simple. Some people don't make $100 all day at work. It's just, it's just how you look at it. So we're not even gonna go there. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually do an example and kind of show you what I mean because I don't like looking at this PowerPoint actually like this. This is not showing you it's not giving what it needs to give. You feel me? So as you can see right here, got my little practice account, CME group. I do have, PAs and evaluation accounts that I'm currently doing, but right now I'm just gonna hop on my practice just to show y'all a little something. So ES 4040 right now. Shit, going crazy. Big, big potential to the upside. So got filled in there at 4038. So as you can see, look at that. Down 162 already, and it is only moved a point. So it goes to show you it's not all wins. You could easily just as easily hit that button and get in the trade and go negative, but it is part of the game. So this was pretty much just to show you the volatility. Not no analysis, me just literally hitting the button. I this is not a, by the way, I should have said this at the beginning. This is not a financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is financial education. Don't do what I do. It'll have you in a world of trouble. But so 287 on that. We'll be back on that. So After all that, what I'm sure you're thinking, oh, this sounds good, Jerry. How can I get started? Boom, off top. Before you do anything, hold your horses, city boy. I do not recommend you putting any money into this until you've simulated, practice traded, paper traded, whatever you want to call it, for at least 2 to 4 months, bro. Like, this isn't stuff that you pick up overnight. There's market manipulation that you have to learn about. There's so much more that you need to learn before you just start throwing your money in there. And going in with, without the proper education is like building a house without a foundation. You might get, a little bit, you might get you a little shelter and out the rain, but eventually that shit's gonna come crashing down on your head because it was not built properly. Build your trading knowledge up properly, bro. Let this be the first step. So you can easily get a paper trading account with CME Group. That's who I use. That's who I learned. That's where I learned to trade from. Tradeovate. They have a great platform. And once you're ready to move beyond that, I still don't recommend using your own money. That's just not smart unless you are secretly a millionaire and watching my channel. In that case, much love to you, bro. Like, hella respect. Like, thanks for tuning in. But most people who are watching me are not millionaires. So before you spend your own money, what about using other people's money? Prop firms. I'm gonna drop a video on prop firms, but the gist of them, they are companies that provide traders with capital after an evaluation phase, and after that, y'all pretty much split the profits. Excuse me. If that does not sound appealing to you, Tasty Works and Thinkorswim are great platforms with low minimum requirements. You know, great platforms. They have tons of tools out there to help beginner traders, find their footing and develop strategies. So all of these places that are on this screen right now are great places to start. I highly recommend all of them. And yeah, I'm gonna cut back into this practice trade I took for y'all just to see where it is. And that's all I got, man. I know I say a lot, but I'm from Alabama, so I'm pretty country. So thanks for tuning in. I cannot wait to share what I've learned with you next time. Peace. So yeah, we're back on this trade, and yeah, I'm down 362. You know, good thing this is just my practice account, and I was just doing this for an example. It's 4 in the morning. There's hella volatility in the S&P, but this is my practice account, and we want to practice good habits. This is a bad trade, so I'm just gonna flatten it. It's not even a big deal. Either way, I cut my webcam off because I'm tired of looking at myself at this point. Uh, I'm tired as hell. That's why I've been so slow this video, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Much love. Until next time, I'm out, baby.